An AI ran a whole science experiment start to finish. It hired 250 real people online, and it turned up a new fact about how humans make choices that its own creators never saw coming.
Wait, the AI wasn't running somebody's idea. It came up with the idea? And here's my guess for you at home. Over 5 rounds of this, how much sharper did the AI get at predicting what real people pick? Double? Pick a number and hold it. The real answer is bigger.
And keep one tiny thing in your back pocket. In this task, 2 experts rate a product. One gives it a 0, another gives it a 4. Remember that 0. The whole discovery slips through it.
So set the scene for me, Cassidy. What are these people even choosing?
Something you do all the time. You're picking between 2 blenders. Each one's rated by a handful of reviewers, and you trust some reviewers more than others. Who do you go with? Psychologists have argued about that for decades.
And honestly, my gut says an AI adds nothing here. It's read every psychology book there is. So anything it finds is just memorized stuff dressed up, right?
That's the natural read. Except this one designed its own experiments, watched where its ideas broke and rewrote them. And what came out the far end, nobody had written down before. Picture the AI as its own graduate student. It starts with 2 rival ideas about how people choose. It builds an experiment where those 2 ideas would disagree, posts it online, pays real strangers to take it, then looks at where its weaker idea guessed wrong and writes a better one. Then it runs the whole thing again.
Hang on, no human in the middle? It hired the people itself?
250 of them, about 80 cents each, and no researcher touched it between rounds, Tyler. But before trusting it, they ran a sneaky test. They secretly made up an answer, hid it, and asked the AI to find it. It did. Even weird invented rules, like, just copy your last choice. And when they fed it pure random noise, it didn't invent a pattern. It basically shrugged and said, these people are guessing.
Okay, that honesty part actually matters to me.
Hold on to that. It's exactly why the next part is believable. Turned loose on real people, its predictions got about 10 times sharper over 5 rounds. Then they let reviewers rate things with numbers, 0 to 5, instead of plain yes or no. And that's when it noticed something. Go back to that 0. It found that a 1-point bump from a 0 to a 1 moves your choice more than the exact same 1-point bump from a 4 to a 5.
Wait. Same gain, and people care about it more when the score is already low?
Exactly. Going from no vote to a little vote feels like a real jump. Nudging an already high score higher barely lands. A plain calculator calls those 2 equal. People don't, and the AI caught it. And here's what makes it real science. They locked the prediction in before collecting a single new answer, froze it solid, then ran a fresh study. If the AI was right, people should favor that low-end advantage more than half the time. They did, about 58 out of every 100.
And my guess from the top, how much sharper did it get?
About 10 times, in 5 rounds. And that 0 I told you to hold? That's the whole thing. The discovery lives in the gap between 0 and 1.
Though I'd hold the words brand new loosely. That we feel a change more down at the low end idea is already famous in psychology. The AI didn't dream it from nothing. It's less a machine inventing science, more a tireless assistant that rediscovered a deep truth and pinned down one fresh version of it nobody had checked here.
Fair. And that's the honest shape of it. So argue this one out. A real confirmed fact about people came out of a machine no human dreamed up. Do you trust it more because no human hunch steered it? Or less because nobody understood it along the way?
If you like watching a dense paper turn into something you can retell at dinner, subscribe. There's a whole stack of these coming.
The creative leap, the one thing we all swore machines couldn't do. Turns out it runs on about 80 cents in 5 rounds.